Hello, hello. Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel Trade Live with Precise Trader. So today is 18th of September, and do take note of the risk disclosure before we move on to the live trades. Okay, day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. So the key data that was out today, in fact, yesterday night, US has cut rate as expected by 0.25%, and followed by the press conference. And today morning, New Zealand GDP came out to be, actually forecast was negative 0.3, but came out to be negative 0.9, which was worse than expected. Then we have our Aussie employment change and unemployment rate. Okay, Aussie employment change forecast was 21.2k, but came out to be negative 5.4. Unemployment rates remain the same. Then as far as this the pound interest rate is concerned, okay, we had a market forecast was 4 and came out to be as expected. And from the US, we have unemployment claims at 231k, and Philly Fed manufacturing index is 23.2, which is better than the market expected. Okay, so now with that, we move on to our live trades. So the key data, okay, that is just let me share with you the thing. Okay, so now we have couple of trades open, and let me share with you the thing. Okay, so now we have a couple of trades open, and we had bought gold euro at 3100 and go 3105, which I think this is in the verge of getting stopped out. And gold Aussie also, I think we bought, and this is also I think looks like most likely is going to get stopped out. Okay, anyway, what we got to do is, I think we already got stopped out in gold euro. So now let's look into the trade, and let's focus, and let's see how we can get back on our track, and how we can move forward. So now if you look into the gold US, okay, so now actually we are getting a bit of big signals today. Okay, actually this is supposed to be a bearish, but we let me cancel all the trades first, then I think we'll go from the beginning. Okay, so now actually we are cautiously bearish, because yesterday market closed on the low, and today seems to be the price moving lower. Okay, but initially we looked at the 6-hour chart just now. We had the market coming up, so which we felt that the correction is already over. But now what has happened is the correction is not over yet, so we may see the price moving further down. Okay, so now let's do this carefully, and let's see how we can get back on track, and get back to the business. Okay, now so looking at this, if let's say we look at the 2-hour chart, so this weakness is expected to last for another 26 minutes, but The question is whether should we see this low break, or should we see further price going down further. So looking at this junction, what we feel is we will take this as we have another 26 minutes left. Okay, we have another 26 minutes left. So what we will do is we'll try to put in a trade, because we can't go for a sell now because it's already coming off. Okay, before we do that, okay, let me I think we are getting stopped out, so let's close the thing. Okay, so I think let's start all over again. Let's start all over again. Okay, so now so now looking at this, the market, so now what we are expecting is either this low, if this low is going to be the low for the correction, then the price may start to turn up and move up. Okay, but if this is not the low, then we should expect this low to break. Then we should see the price heading towards 36.20 and 36.10. Okay, so that is based on the 15-minute. But if let's say we were to use the 6-hour chart, I think 6-hour chart also tells us the same thing. So what we can do is we can go for a small lot to go for a buy somewhere near this level with the stop slightly lower. Then we will go for another trade to buy a slightly bigger volume near the 36.15 level. So we can go for 2 entries on this. So we are expecting the price to turn up. So the turning up should be either at this level, or it should be below that level, extension towards 36.20 or even 36.12, which is the previous low. Okay, so now let's see this. Okay, let's wait for, now we have another 23 minutes left, so which means to say that this 23 minutes I think is good enough to try to test this low. Okay, so what we will do is we will try to put a lower level at 36.20 to go for a buy. But in the event if the price starts to turn up, then we will go for a market entry. So either way we can trade. So either we do a projected level with a nearby level, so unless we want to take the risk, then we take, so that would be another way of doing things. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to key in 2 entries. Okay, 2 entries. One is I'm going to go for a buy small volume. Okay, small volume at 36. Just now was 23. Okay, so probably we'll put at a 25. Then we'll put a stop at 18. Okay, 18. Then if we are buying at 23, we should exit before, because the 34 would become resistance, 34 and 45. So we would exit before 34. So that means we'll be only getting $9, or between 34 to 45, so which is about 43. So if that is the case, then probably we will lower this to 23. Then this one we will put it as 40, 42. Okay, expiry we will put about 2 hours from now. So this is going to be our entry. So that means we are waiting for further weakness, because we can't enter now, because the reason being is we have already missed that move. Okay, actually we were expecting the price to go up, but looks like the view has changed. So now we will try to go for the other way. Then the next buy should be, okay, we will go for a buy at, okay, this is 3612, okay, 12, which is your previous low. Then we will put a stop at 3607, and for that we will exit at 3622. Okay, so this is also, we will put in about 2 hours from now. Again, this volume is also the same. Okay, again this volume is the same. Then we'll go for one final call. Okay, final call for a buy, and this one we would go for slightly higher volume, and this one we will go for 3600 with the stop 3595, and the TP we will take at 3610, because your 3612 would become a resistance. So this would be a day buy. Okay, so day buy, meaning to say that, so that is the low we are expecting for today. So let me double check that. Yeah, I think should be around 3600. So of course we are looking at 3580, so that should be your final level we are looking for. So now let's go for another trade on the gold euro. Okay, and the gold euro also, it is telling us that most likely we have started seeing the correction, but this is within the range on the daily. So when we look into the 6 hours, this is also telling us that this is in a range, so we can expect this low to break. So most likely this one we can go for a sell. Okay, because the market, we have not lost that much. See, compared to the gold US, I think we have already missed that move. Can you see the difference? So now what we will do is we will try to go for a sell on this, expect this low to break, and we can go for a bigger profit. So selling level, we will go on 2 or 3 tiers entry, because right now this is trading at 3093. So we should be looking to sell somewhere, let's see, we have another 15 more minutes for this time to end, which means to say 21, 23. So this is, we have minimum we have 2 hours 15 minutes, or we have 15 minutes. So we can see the price heading towards 3085. So if that is the case, then I think we can hit one at the market, then another one we will go for a sell at 98. Okay, try to sell at 93 or 94. Okay, we will go for a market order and go stick to the small volume. Okay, I think it's already dropped, so I'm trying to sell at 94. Okay, I'm going to sell 0.2 at 94. Hold on, so I want to place another order. So then I think the order is filled. Then I'm going for another sell, and for this 94, I want to put my stop above 02. Another one, I want to sell a slightly higher volume, 98. Okay, for that 98, I want to put a stop at 94. Okay, so this one we are into the trade. We are onto the trade. So okay, hold on, let me try to do the gold Aussie also. Okay, the gold Aussie also in a similar situation. We are expecting the break to happen, so we'll try to sell at okay, it becomes a bit risky because we have $20 from the low, so it becomes a bit risky. So let's try to get a slightly higher level. Okay, the gold Aussie, I want to sell at 98, and because we are going to see 15 minutes more weakness. Okay, we are going to see 15 more minutes. So maybe I think we can try one at the market. Try to sell at 90. Okay, try to sell at 90. Small volume, huh? So if you're getting 92, take it. 92, 93, take it. Okay. So it's just a small volume. I want to sell at market. Okay, let me change the screen. So I've sold at 92 half. Okay, so now I'm going to sell another one at hold on. First of all, this 92 half, we need to put a stop. Okay, let's do that first. Okay, we can see okay, 03. Okay, I want to put at 03. That means it's about $10 risk. Then I want to put another sell yeah, 03 should be your stop. Another sell at 01. And that one I want to put a stop at 10. Okay, 10. So we'll go for these two trades, okay. I think the gold US also, I think we can go for an entry. So let's do one at a time. Okay, so here I want to put my stop first to 5503. Okay, the TP we would work later. So this one for the gold euro, the stop is 3101. Okay, so and the gold US, okay, I think just now we saw at 35. I want to hit that market also. Okay, so that one also will go a very small volume, I repeat, just go for a small volume. Okay, so let's try to manage this trade first. So here for the gold US, the stop I think we can put at let me see, about 43. Okay, put at 43. Then we don't want to go any aggressive on this, and let's see how the market turns. Then after that we decide. Okay, so I think we have put in these orders. So now we will try to go for one or two buffer trades, because we have another 10 more minutes left for this. And if it's a 2 hours time that is going to be in control, then we have 2 hours 10 minutes for this weakness. Okay, so we have two things. One is, if we can see the market further weak, then we should see the price getting for another weakness for another 2 hours and 10 minutes. So here, if we look onto the gold US, let's say we want to go for a re-entry, another entry, we would go for a sell at 48.5. Okay, 48.5 or 48 with the stop above 55. Okay, that is would be your another sell. Then okay, let's put one by one. Okay, I want to sell gold US. Okay, this round I want to go slightly higher volume, 0.3 at 48, and for that we should put a stop at 55. Okay, so this one, the TP I will give later. So this is a another sell which I am planning to go for a sell. Okay, so now we have to wait, because this now is the pullback which we are seeing. The pullback, sometimes it can be stronger than expected. Sometimes, you know, we can anticipate the pullback to be a minor correction or minor pullback. So we got to wait to see. Okay, so let's see another okay, while we are waiting, I think, I don't know, let me close this, so at least we'll just concentrate on the gold. Let me take the profit. Okay, so now we only have 3 entries on the gold, and now let's focus on this. Then we have the time, then we will go on the Dow and the Nasdaq. Okay, now looking at this, okay, we are seeing stronger. Okay, now we got stopped out. Okay, we got stopped out on gold euro. Okay, the gold euro is got stopped out. So we'll wait for a couple more minutes. Okay, then I think the gold euro will go for a re-entry again. Okay, let me give you the re-entry level. Okay, the re-entry level is trying to sell at 3100 with the stop above 3104. Okay, 3100. Okay, this one slightly higher volume. Okay, higher volume means 0.3, and okay, I want to sell 0.3 at 3100, stop at 3106. Okay, so now the gold US, if it gets stopped out, then we are going for a higher volume at 48, and of course get ready to hit the market once we see the price turning down. Okay, sorry, just now the gold Aussie was stopped out, I think. So I think I've got the wrong one. Okay, the gold Aussie. Okay, the gold Aussie, the gold Aussie got stopped out. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, so now we got to go for that. Okay, we'll try to sell at 98. Okay, we re-enter again at 98. Go for the trade, sell at 98. Okay, 98, but same volume, because we don't want to go for a higher volume. Okay, I don't know whether I can get it, but I'm just trying my luck. So I'm trying to sell at 98. Okay, so let me see. The pullback was all of a sudden, it was expected. Pullback was too strong. We just hit our stop, then the market came off. So now we are trying to sell again at 5498. Okay, I'm not sure whether we can get it, but let's try. So now we have one stopped out. Okay, we have one stopped out and two trades on hold. Then we are trying to re-enter on the trade which we got stopped out, so at least we can be back on the business. See, always remember, when we take a trade, we must have a plan first. Second is of course, if your view is wrong, then there's nothing we can do. I mean, that we have to pay the price. But sometimes, it can be very disturbing when our view is right and we get stopped out and the market moves in our favor. Then that can be a bit of disturbing. So now the 98, okay, we are seeing almost there, but maybe I'm not sure whether we'll get it filled. Okay, if we get it filled, then the stop. Okay, I want to change it to 97. Okay, I think we got filled. Okay, good. So now we got filled. So now I want to put back my stop slightly higher than the earlier level. Okay, so if we get stopped out again, then there's nothing much we can do on this. Okay, so sorry. Okay, so now we have put in stop above this level. So if the market is genuine and if the break is genuine, we should see the price breaking this low, and we should see this high being rejected. Okay, so the market rejected before that. So let's see how we get back on this trade and see how we can get the maximum out of this trade. So now let's go back and reassess, and let's put in the buffer entry. So we have a gold, in case we get stopped out, we are trying to sell at 48. Okay, with the stop at above 55. So this is okay. Then the gold euro. Okay, if your this thing gets stopped out, I think we have an entry at 3100. Okay, so I think that should be also be a valid. So now we got to put in for the gold Aussie. Let's say we get stopped out, what should we do? So for the gold Aussie, if we get stopped out, then we'll try to go for a re-entry at 5512 with a stop at 16. Okay, with a stop at 16. So that would be our next entry. Okay, buffer entry. Okay, we have 2 more minutes. Okay, 2 more minutes. Then after that, I think we should see a clear direction on this market. Okay, so now let's see the re-entry on the gold Aussie. Okay, so now I'll go for a slightly higher volume, selling at 5512, stop 5517, expiry, I think I'll put about 2 hours from now, since I'm going to monitor this trade. Okay, so I have a re-entry for uh, gold euro, gold Aussie, and gold US. Okay, in the event if we get stopped out. Okay, now the gold US is going to get stopped out, so I'm not sure whether we should hold on. Okay, we'll slightly raise it to 44 half. Okay, I'm not sure whether you can do it. Try to raise it to 44 half. Okay, I think it's already got stopped out. Okay, we already got stopped out, so then we'll just monitor for a while. Okay, let's monitor this for a while, because market is being very choppy, so we will just wait. Okay, so if we are seeing this price being stopped out, then looks like okay, I think today is very choppy. Okay, so I think we have to uh, relax a bit, then we will try to go, because you see the market is moving up down, and the pullback is also too strong, and the fall is also too fast. So basically what is telling us is, okay, the market is a bit jittery, and okay, the market is a bit jittery, and let's wait to see how we can get back on track. So let's not chase the market. Let's not do anything. Let's see whether the re-entry helps. We have a re-entry here at 3100, and re-entry at 5512 and 48. So let's see whether this help, and we don't want to chase the market, and the others, I think we will try to readjust the levels. Okay, just give some time, because we need to see the, you see here. Okay, now the new time belt has come into play. Okay, this one is for the gold US. So we are seeing lot of resistance at 54. Okay, 54 should be the level. So let's say the market bounce, I think around 51 should be the level of resistance. Okay, let's see. So we have to put our stop above 55, and this is a ABCD pattern which we are seeing. Once the thing comes, then the market is going to fall again. Okay, so the only thing is the strength. We have to see how long can it stretches. Okay, let's see. Okay, 48. We are trying to sell at 48. So I think that should be a good level. Okay, let's wait. Let's give some time and see whether that 48 So we are trying to sell at 48, and we have the gold Aussie. I think it tricked us two times. Okay, already tricked twice, and this is also in a similar pattern. It just got stopped out, then the market is turning, so we don't want to chase that. Then this gold euro also in a similar pattern, it's in a ABCD pattern. So I think the market should start to fall soon. Okay, so let's wait to see whether that 48 is filled. Okay, if we get filled at 48, then we can be back on business. Okay, I'm not sure whether we will be getting that price, but just give a shot, because the reason is we got stopped out, so we got to play a bit cautious. See, sometimes the most frustrating part is, we get stopped out, then the market starts to turn in our favor. That is where it can be more frustrating. Okay, can we try to sell one at one of the trades, because we already got stopped out? So one of the trade we will try to go at market. Okay, just try to sell. So because we need to get back the losses. Okay, I think the volume I put wrong. Okay, so this one I'll put my stop at 49. So I'm waiting to see whether the weakness continues. Okay, if the weakness is continuing, then we can be a bit on the comfort zone. If not, then we got to be careful. So most likely the market may turn from here, because the patterns are saying that most likely it should be turning. But if we are wrong, then of course we got to pay the price. Okay, like as I showed you just now, this pattern, okay, on the 1 minute, okay, this is an ABCD pattern. So once the correction is over, you should start to test the low. Okay, once this correction is over. So if we look into the 15-minute, okay, I think there we are. So now we should see the price, okay, not going beyond 48 and 51. So so let's see, we are seeing weakness, then we are good to go, then we can expect further down move. Since we got stopped out, so we got to be a bit cautious, because if you not get stopped out, then we can go a bit aggressive. See, how we got to do the trade is, okay, when we are right, we try to capitalize. Okay, when we are wrong, we try to pay the price and get out, and we try to re-enter and try to get back on track, so at least we don't lose much. Okay, so now looking at this, okay, I'm pretty confident that the correction is over, and we should see the price breaking this low. And once it breaks this low, okay, let's see how far it can go. Okay, now if it breaks this low, we should see the price testing 36.12. Okay, if provided if we are right, I mean if we are right, and right now what we are seeing is a correction on the hourly and daily. Okay, so so the correction, if it's genuine, we should see the price testing this level, and this level, so which is 3612, 3600 and 3580. So we should be planning to exit in any one of these levels. Then again, we got to make sure that this low breaks. Okay, these are the two conditions which I'm I'm trying to give you. So if you see this low breaks, then we can look for that targets. Otherwise, this might be a temporary base, and we should see the price pulling back again. So let's see how the market responds, then see how we can manage this. So we are still not out of the woods yet, and we are still not on the safe zone yet. Okay, unless we see the break happening, then we can say that we are in the safe side and the safe zone. Okay, until then, nothing is guaranteed and anything can happen, and we got to just get ourselves prepared. Okay, so now we are seeing this 15 minute. Okay, we should see another 4 more minutes. Okay, after that you should see the next candle forming on the 15 minute to see whether we are seeing this weakness. Okay, it is showing some strength, which is not a good sign. So let's see how the next 15 minutes is going to turn out to be. Okay, so while we are waiting for the market to respond, okay, we have 2 more minutes. Okay, we can see today's report, and we'll just discuss on that, because today is a bit mixed, because 1 minute, it feels that okay, the high is still not seen yet, and we may have seen the correction over. Another another charts signals are saying that okay, the correction is still not over yet, and we may see the price pushing lower. So at least then I think time should give us an answer to our doubts. Okay, today's report. Okay, this is the report for 18th, and what we felt was, there's interest rate, okay, which is already out. So this is the weekly, the daily range. Okay, we are not expecting above the yesterday's high. Okay, so that is the thing, and today the low we are expecting to be somewhere around this level. Okay, 36.45, 36.30, 36.22, and 36.12. Okay, but of course we got to wait and see how does it develop further. Okay, so now the price action, this is an established uptrend on the weekly chart. The daily and the 6 hours charts are already turning down. So outlook expect a correction down towards 3620 and 3580. So that is what we were expecting, So we were expecting the price to go towards 3620 and 3580 today. So, but of course, the market is mixed with the cautious bearish because we are still, sometimes, when the market is trying to turn from up to down or down to up, okay, we will. This is like there would be a tug of war between the buyers and the sellers, or the bulls and the bears. So sometimes that move can be pretty nasty and pretty wild, and that's where we need to put a stop to protect and get ourselves on the safe side. So now what we are saying is this a probable pivot high is seen at 3707, and gold Aussie has reached its target. Gold Euro is nearing its target, suggesting that gold US may also have reached its target. But the only issue here is because the timing doesn't tell us that is already reached the target, because for this strength, we are expecting the strength to last until end of the month. So that is where we are a bit cautious, because if let's say now we are towards the end of the month, then for sure we will say that okay, this is the high and we can expect the price to go lower. So now today what we are expecting is flat with the downside buyers turning down while below 3707 targeting this levels. Okay, so expect the break below 45 and 35. So I'm not sure what is the low we have seen, but this break should happen after 20 SGD towards 3612 and 3585. Alternative scenario, if your 3645.35 holds, then your 3675 breaks, then we will conclude that the high is yet to be seen. So we have mixed data or mixed signals here. So basically we want to sell wholesale, and we are trying to exit any one of these levels. So again, if let's say the price went up, then we are also trying to go for a sell. Okay, so that is what we were expecting. Okay, now coming back to this. Okay, I think now the 15 minute has already given us a confirmation that most likely this would be the temporary high. So if we are right, we should see the price coming down, which is coming down, and I think we are in the right track. But this only thing is we were a bit unfortunate because the price because of the swings, that's nothing much we can do on that part. Because sometimes when the swings happen, and especially we are putting a very tight stop, okay, I think we have to pay the price, because sometimes when we put a wider stop or wider levels, then the risk reward ratio doesn't justify. Okay, so let's wait for a couple of minutes to see whether the low breaks. Okay, if the low breaks, then we can decide on the target. So I think we are going for a buy at 36.23. Okay, I think that one I may want to cancel this and put in only the other order. Okay, so let's see how the price action. Okay, right now we are not seeing the weakness as expected, so probably see now we are into the 30 minutes candle. So when we look into the 30 minutes, okay, we should see this week and should see the closing near the low for the next 11 more minutes. So let's closely monitor to see whether the market responds to our call. So if we can see the price closing near the low, then there is a very high probability that the the high is seen at this. So now is a bit mixed signals here, So this pullback has been pretty strong. So now the market is looking for clues and direction. Okay. Sorry. So any questions or anything you want to ask while we are waiting for this trade to move, and hopefully we try to recoup the losses. I think just now we got stopped out, so I think we need to get back about 380. Okay, 380. Then early on we got about 400, about 5. Yeah. So I think we have to recoup at least about $500-600, So then only we can be back on track. So okay, let's wait to see. So now any questions while we are waiting, because we need to see another 9 more minutes of weakness, and we should see the price should be trying to close near the around the 32 level. Okay, the low has been 28. In fact, the report we projected was 22. Okay, 22 and 12. Okay, so these are the next level we need to pay attention. Okay, so we are seeing about 35. And we have another 8 more minutes. Okay, 8 more minutes to see. Okay, this gold US is showing mild weakness. Okay, gold euro is I think more weak than gold US, because this is testing the previous low. So that is being more weaker. Then the gold Aussie also trying to test the previous low. So that means to say that gold euro and gold Aussie looks weaker, okay, compared to the gold US. So the gold US is quite far away from the previous low. So this too seems to be more weaker. So let's wait for another 7 more minutes to see whether we can see this this low breaks. Any questions or anything you want to ask while we are waiting? So right now, because today I wouldn't say is a good start, because sometimes our starting gives us a key confidence in our trades as we move on. So when we take the first two trades should give us a comfort zone, so at least we can push ourselves to the maximum. But sometimes when we get stopped out, there's nothing much we can do. We got to uh, just play the game by the rules, and sometimes this happens. Okay, so so I'm looking for to try to get see whether the break happens. If the break happens, then I would be ending the day at least break even. Definitely not losing. But if it doesn't happen, then probably there would be a minor loss, which I have to accept for today. Then I'll come back again tomorrow. So we got to see. Okay, gold euro. We need to see the 82 and 76 break. Okay, so right now we are seeing 88, so we need to see 82 and 76. These are the two levels. So once if these two levels break, then we can have a free fall. But if it doesn't, then market may try to bounce and be in a range trading. So let's see how okay, any questions? If you feel you want to ask any questions, you can ask. So while we are waiting for this market, we don't want to add on any trades, because market, it looks very choppy and uh, very it's like, and since we have taken a few stops hit, so we want to have a very cautious play. So we have 3 more minutes for the 30 minutes chart to end its time. Okay, 3 more minutes. So we need to see this low break. Two. So the 30 minutes. Okay, this 30 minutes. This is going to come to an end in another 1 minute. So if you look at the 1 hour, okay, this is still showing weakness. Okay, meaning to say that we can expect another 30 minutes of weakness. But again, the 30 minutes should give us the clue. Okay, so we are uh, seeing, okay, now this 30 minutes is very important. So if this 30 minutes, if it's not able to break this low, then we are going to get caught. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to reduce our stop. Okay, we should see this low break. Now our stop, I think I want to reduce it to 46 half. I think I put in as 49. So now I want to change it to 46 half. Okay, then the gold euro. Okay, I want to reduce it to 96 half. So I think we are having a bit safe side on this. So now we got to see whether the low breaks. If it's not, then I think it looks like it's not breaking the low. So we are seeing a consolidation, which is not a good sign. So since since I got stopped out, so I got to decide. Okay, let's wait for just few more minutes to see whether okay, then we have a 48. Okay, this one I think I want to raise it to 51. 51 and I'll put it as 15. Okay, this is just trying my luck. If let's say the market gets stopped out and goes up, then I have a buying order at 36.12. Okay, I think that can be a valid entry. Okay, so then I also have a 3600. So this is also only about $10 I'm looking at. This is also about $10 move, which we are looking. Then we have a gold euro selling at 3100. So for that, we'll put a stop at 85. Okay, we'll just put a conservative stop at where it is now. Okay, expiry we'll just put in as 2 to 3 hours from now. Okay, then the gold Aussie. Okay, we are trying to sell at 5512. Okay, for that the TP should be about 90 to where the level it is trading now. Sometimes when we key in these orders, okay, sometimes when we key in these orders, we I mean, sometimes when we are not monitoring, this trades can get filled and uh, get closed. But of course, it also depends on a percentage of luck. Sometimes if you have the luck, then this thing will get filled and this. Okay, you took profit at 37. Okay, that is your call, because market is uh, holding at this level. Okay, so that is up to you. Okay, that you decide, and we will see how. Okay, so any questions? Okay, I think just now, yeah, wasted. Just now, the Dow we bought. Okay, we bought at a good price. Okay, now is up about 300 points. Okay, so that has been a good move. Same as the Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq also broke the high. Okay, I think that one we shouldn't have closed, but anyway, since we had a loss, we had to take that call, and we had to take action. So if we would have hold on to that, then definitely I think this would have been a good move. Okay, so I think that's about it. Looks like okay, today is not a good start, and market was very choppy because the moves were pretty wild, during the beginning of the US session. So, so let's wait to see this outcome. And okay, this one I think we have to key in the TP. Okay, hold on. Let me give you the TP also key in, so at least we are lucky, then we get it. Okay. So if this low breaks, then we should see 65. Okay, if you see the low, if it breaks, then we should see 65. If not, then I think we pay the price. Then the other one is if your 28 breaks, then I think about 15, 16 should be your target. So either we get stopped out, then we re-enter again, or we will wait to see how this market responds. Okay, so I think this is not giving us the right move as we expected today, so we have to be a bit cautious. Okay. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's see how, then I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, thank you, and good luck, and see